I sat in the back row, in my wheelchair. I was 62 years old. On the stage, my younger brother, Colonel David, stood tall in his perfect uniform. A general was pinning the nation's highest medal for valor on his chest. It was for a mission called Operation Nightfall. The mission that cost me the use of my legs. The mission that was mine. David thought I was a forgotten man in a wheelchair. What he didn't know was that a famous author was sitting in the audience with me. And the book he was about to write would turn my brother's shiny medal into a heavy stone of shame. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, comment where you're watching from, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a story like this. So, it started from here. My name is Samuel. I was a soldier for 30 years. My brother, David, was a soldier too. But we were different. I was the quiet one who led from the front. He was the smart one who led from a desk. 10 years ago, there was a mission. Operation Nightfall. It was my plan. I led a small team, including a tough sergeant named Miller and a brave captain named Eva Rostova. David was our commanding officer, watching from a safe place miles away. Things went wrong. We were attacked. I was hit badly. I could not walk, but I still gave the orders that got my team out alive. I was the last one pulled from the fire. I spent a year in a hospital. My doctor, a good man named Dr. Evans, told me I would never walk again. While I was learning to live in a wheelchair, David wrote the official report. He wrote that he was the hero. He wrote that he led the mission on the ground. He took my actions, my words, my sacrifice, and he signed his name to them. He came to visit me in the hospital. My daughter, Maria, was there. I asked him why he lied. He looked at me with pity. The story needs a hero who can stand on his own 2 feet, Samuel, he said. It's better for the army. It's better for the family name. He told me to be quiet and accept my pension. My heart did not break. It turned cold and hard, like iron. I did not fight him. I did not report him to the general, a man named General Hayes. I just went silent. I retired. I moved into a small house and started a garden. I wrote everything down in a journal. Every detail of that night. For 10 years, David's star rose higher and higher. My story was forgotten. Then, the news came. The army was going to give him the medal. The big one. For my mission. My daughter Maria was furious. We have to stop this, Dad, she said. We have to tell everyone the truth. No, I said calmly. Telling is not enough. We have to show them. I have a better plan. I made a phone call. It was to a man named Ben Carter. He was a famous author. He wrote true stories about heroes. His editor, a woman named Sarah, had been trying to get my story for years. I had always said no. Mr. Carter, I said on the phone. I am ready to talk. He came to my house. I did not just talk to him. I gave him everything. My journals. My maps. The names of Sergeant Miller and Captain Rostova, so he could talk to them too. I gave him the truth, piece by piece. The medal ceremony was a huge event. David stood on the stage, a perfect soldier. My granddaughter, Clara, held my hand tightly as we watched from the back. After the ceremony, David was signing copies of his new official military biography at a table. He was a hero. The next day, Ben Carter's book was released. It was called Nightfall, The Last Man Out. It was not an angry book. It was just the truth. It told the story of the mission, using my words, and the words of the soldiers who were actually there. It had my maps. It had my picture on the back cover. The book did not call my brother a liar. It just made his official story impossible to believe. I was at home in my garden when he finally came to see me. He was holding a copy of the book. His hands were shaking. His face was red with anger. "What did you do?" he whispered. I did not answer him. I just pointed to his chest, where the shiny metal was pinned to his civilian suit. "You wanted the story, David," I said quietly. "Now you have it. And I have mine." He stood there, the hero with the medal that everyone now knew was a lie. He had the honor. But I had the truth. And the truth, I learned, was much lighter to carry. That's it for today's story. What would you have done if you were in his place? Is having the true story told the greatest victory of all? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if this story feels familiar, if you have a story of betrayal that needs to be told, we want to hear it. There is a link in the description where you can submit your story to us. Thank you for listening to the Voice of Betrayal. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a story.